Yo, what we doing? What we doing tonight? Figured I'd jump on for a minute. Jump on for a minute. Talk a little good game. If somebody in here, let me know what we talking about tonight. Let me know what we talking about tonight. I'm gonna give somebody. I'm gonna give away one of these shirts. Nah, I don't sell them, but for those who want one, I'm gonna give it away. Yo, huh? Shit, I'm at the house.
Oh, you went all the way to the crib.
I thought you said you was getting dressed.
Yeah, I was just throwing some shit on real quick.
What were we talking about pulling up to? I ain't really trying to fuck with that Badlands right across from what's that spot
I
called?
ain't going. We ain't going to that shit.
Yeah, nah, cause I gotta re-park and all that. That's just too much.
No, hell no, we going somewhere else.
I bet where.
I'm about to send you the place. The little bitch and pull up to the little bitch with the specter and shit.
What spot is it?
I'm gonna get the name right now.
All right, for sure.
I'll send it to you.
All right. Yeah, man. I be making a lot of clothes. Sometimes I sell them, then sometimes I just pull them. My main income comes from other things, so I just like to wear things that I like, man. I like who likes me. You know, I'm heavy on like who likes you. You don't even need game if you just like who likes you. The reason you got to do this and all this convincing and all of these things is because she don't really like you. Hey man, I'll be out with my people all the time. Or I'll go out the other night. I see two women. It's one that just on first glance I like more than the other. But this other one over here, she on my line. So guess who I'm going with? I'm going with the one who like me. And if y'all move like that, you don't even need no game. Man, what we talking about tonight, man? If y'all ain't talking about nothing, man, I'm gonna get up off of here. So y'all let me know what topics we going in on, what we talking about tonight.
Talk.
Giovanni, blessings to the game. All right, yeah, put some questions in the chat. Put some questions in the chat. Let me move this out the way real quick so y'all can see it though. Put some questions in the chat. I'm gonna give y'all a couple minutes to put some questions in the chat. Y'all put no questions in the chat. I'm gonna just jump off. Let me know if y'all seen the video I posted today. And I was just talking about, hey man, when a woman tell me that she love me, it don't mean nothing. And the faster a woman tells you that she loves you, the faster she gonna be able to fall out of love with you because she don't really love you. She don't even know what love means. Her love is lust. Her love is a heavy like in that moment. Woman tell me she love me, man. I don't even bat an eye. I don't even bat an eye when a woman tell me that she love me because it means nothing. Actions mean everything. And a lot of you dudes will take what a woman say, oh, she love you, and it'll mean something in your mind. The only thing that mean anything is what she act like. Do she consider me? Do she put me first? Do she like me a lot? Is she willing to do things for me? Is she willing to go out her way for me? Does she see things that I don't see and handle it before I even got to tell her to handle it? That's what matter to me. I mean, you could tell me you love me. I'm just saying it ain't gonna mean much until you doing something and acting like you love me. You know. Let me know if y'all saw my video today. I need to know if y'all done seen the video today. We got the line open. Somebody could call in right now. Somebody put something in the super chat, man. It's Tuesday night. Y'all ain't up. What's the deal? Giovanni, what we talking about tonight? Giovanni, what we talking about tonight? The line is open. Somebody call in or put something in the comments. If not, I'm gonna just go down this list of questions that I got on my Instagram. Okay, somebody calling in. Let's see what they talking about. You got to call back because for whatever reason, something happened. I got some questions in my on my IG. I told them I was going live. Let's see what type of questions they got. All right, I'm gonna answer this phone call. Man, every time I'm trying to answer the phone call, it's not working. So it must be your phone. It must be your phone because I know it ain't mine. All right, somebody just called in again. I don't know why my phone is. All right, got another caller on the line. You on the line? You live? You on the line? Who is this? Whoever you are, 2256 number. 256 number. Somebody said the funeral one. Yes. You on the line? Who is this?
Hey, top of it, Goldie.
Hey man,
It's
top
D
of
out
it,
of
top
Houston.
of it. Hey man, you know what I'm gonna ask you first, right?
Oh no, what's up?
Have you gotten any of my products? Have you purchased any products before?
No, I haven't.
All right, man, GoldieRatio.com. You need to go check something out. But go ahead. What's your question?
Yeah, most definitely, man. I was just kind of tapped in, seeing you were live, but man, I was curious, man. I think I peeped a while ago. I've been in and out with your content, but I think you mentioned something about wearing shades, and there's a certain psychology behind it. I don't know
Yeah,
if you could touch on that.
man. Every time I tell people I'm gonna touch on it, I say, man, if they get to a certain amount of super chats, I'm gonna drop the game. They just don't ever get to it. But I'm gonna probably just go ahead and drop it one of these days. It ain't gonna be tonight, but I'm gonna drop it one of these days. So stay tuned because I'd have been made it. I just ain't even put it up there for sale. But it's some special game that I got that a older gentleman dropped on me, and it was real heavy too. And to this day, when you hear the game, you're gonna be like, that makes so much sense. But I can't give it up right now. Maybe if they do the super chats tonight, I might do it. But real soon, I'm gonna do it one way or the other.
Hey, fair enough. Shit, what you said? What was the website?
GoldieRatio.com. The link is in the description of this video as well. Go get that new book game your father should have taught you to get yours with your mouth closed guide, the mentality program, whole lot of game for just a couple dollars.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna check that right now.
For sure,
But
right
yeah,
on.
shit, I appreciate it, man.
For sure. Yeah, that sunglasses game is heavy. Heavy.
Somebody said the funeral one.
Oh, yeah, y'all seen the funeral one today. I ain't post that on the gram. I posted that on YouTube. That's not actually the one I was talking about, but shit, we could talk about that one too. You tell me. Man, the basis of that video was really just like, man, I don't do nothing I don't want to do. And we ain't even gonna keep talking about it. I don't want to do it. You're not gonna convince me to do it. So just stop talking to me. If it's gonna be a problem for me doing something that I want to do, then let it be a motherfucking problem then. How about that? Got another call. Let's see who's on the line. What's the deal? You live? Who is this?
Oh, this is Jay from California.
What's happening with you? Hey man, I got a question for you.
I already know what it is.
Man, have you got a product?
Man, multiple.
Multiple. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. Shit, what's your question?
No big question. Just want to give out my appreciation, man. You changed my whole paradigm on women and myself as a young player.
Hey man, that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to do. Cause the same thing happened to me. And I look back and it's changed my life, man. I got 100 millionaires who still call me for advice. And I think with all that money, damn, you still don't have this part right. If you don't get this part right, man, it don't matter how much money you get. So this is an essential element to having a good life. So I'm glad when I could hear somebody, because back in the day, like I said, you had to know somebody to know somebody to know somebody to take a liking to you to even get this type of information. So the fact that I'm out here doing God's work and hearing that motherfuckers is getting it and it's working for them, that's what I like to hear. So appreciate you calling in.
Yeah, it's always a treat when players meet.
You already know. Stay tuned in. Right on. Yeah, man, I'm doing God's work. Y'all never heard this information before. Y'all might start hearing it because people are hearing it and other people are talking about it, but y'all wasn't hearing this type of information like this before. You live. Who is this?
Yo, what up, man? It's Keith.
Say it again.
Virginia, man.
What's the name?
Keith.
Keith. What's the deal, Keith? You done got a product from me before?
Yeah, man. Get told with your mouth
Get
closed.
told with your mouth closed.
That's fucking with you, man.
Hey, that's what I like to hear, man. What's your question?
So like I be working on it one night, like 3-4 times a week type shit like that. So break down the macros for me, like, cause that's the only part that I really gotta get.
And that's and that's the only part that even matter. Most people don't got it. Most people going to the gym, running miles a day, doing all of these things. But if you don't know your macros, then you're not going to be able to accurately get the body that you want. Your macros are your fats, your proteins, your carbs. If you're not tracking what you're doing, it's going to be very hard to get a result. And even if you do get that result, you're not going to be able to sustain that result because you have no idea how you got there. It's a certain fats, proteins, and carbs you should be eating every day in a certain ratio amongst each other. That will translate into a certain amount of calories. To lose the right type of weight, you need to be in a calorie deficit, right? And there's no way that you can for sure be in a calorie deficit if you're not tracking these things. And more importantly than just the calorie deficit, it's the proportion of your macros, fats, proteins, and carbs. Because if you're in a calorie deficit, but you're eating nothing but carbs and fat, well, then guess what? Your body composition still isn't going to look like much. So to understand the proper fats, proteins, and carbs, if you know those, you could change. Anybody can change their body significantly in 90 days. Even if you were very, very obese, you would lose a lot of weight. But if you, like most people, you're just skinny fat, in 90 days, you could completely change your physique. You know, you want to get into that a little bit deeper, you can tap into it, my program, or, you know, it's a lot of people out there who do the macros thing, a lot of people out there. But what I wouldn't advise you to do is go online and get a macros calculator, because every macros calculator I've ever put something into, the calories are too high, the macros are too high. Plus, you don't even know what your maintenance calories are. But it's definitely something to look into. Otherwise, you're going to be like most people, going to the gym every single day and they look the same. I can't stand a motherfucker that go to the gym on a regular, all the time. All the time. They always posting about they in the gym. And I look at their body, I'd be like, but you don't look like shit. You're making it uninspiring for somebody to want to go to the gym every day. And it's really just because they don't have the fats, the proteins, and the carbs right. You get that right, you can go to the gym 3 times a week, 4 times a week. 80% macros, 20% in the gym.
Yeah. Sure, man, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I want to give you your flowers too, man. I've been tuned in for a minute now, bro. That shit changed my whole mindset. Like, for real, when it comes to these jumps, like, you gotta stand down, like this stood on. That's just what it is.
Man, listen, people don't really get it, man. This is life-changing information because the world tells you the opposite. The world tells you to acquiesce. The world tells you the woman is the prize. The world tells you happy wife, happy life. The world tells you, hey, man, you should be chasing abroad. And I'm saying all the opposite thing. No, I'm the one supposed to be getting chose. I can recognize my value. And until you recognize the value, the broad ain't going to recognize your value. So the more people that get in this mindset, it's going to change the world, because a relationship ain't never right. Because when you bend to the woman, you can't leave. When you chase the woman and finally get her, you can't turn around and say, well, let me lead now because you started wrong. So this game that I'm giving is life changing, and really just to have a good life. You could have all the money in the world, all the right things, but if you get this part wrong, your life going to be hell. You're going to pick the wrong woman. She going to give you drama when she your baby mama. She going to give you drama when you married to her. And even if you don't got none of those things going on, you will be living a life of hell. And just think it's normal because society has made you feel like it's okay for that to be the situation. It's okay. Oh, well, all women gonna give you a problem. Yeah, not mine. Yeah, not mine and not yours. When you recognize your value and you let it be known, that's not the case. Go ahead.
It'll be your own baby mama don't want to see you went hating on every bit of success.
Hey, but guess what? That's because we wasn't learned how to pick them. We wasn't learned how to pick them. which means we wasn't learned how to like who likes us. We didn't pick the ones that was picking us. We was picking what we wanted to pick, and it's always going to lead you to hell, you know? So I love that people is getting the message and understanding it and applying it. No matter how many times I hear, and I hear multiple times a day, but it's just let people know, man, I'm doing God's work.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Hey, but keep doing what you're doing, man. I'm going to stay tuned in.
Stay
I'm going
tuned
to
in.
bang and get back on the live, man.
Man, for sure. All right.
All right, man.
Man, doing God's work out here, doing God's work. Man, y'all got some questions in the chat, man. Let me know if the information that I done gave you have changed your life or changed your paradigm, man. It changed mine, man. I wouldn't be who I am. And I say it all the time, man. I was in the game, man. I'd seen these women go out and I would meet, you know, these big money dudes. And I would say, I never want to be like him. I don't care how much money he got, man. He got all this money in the world. Super successful businessman. And he's still bending to the broad. He's still sneaking around. He's still letting his wife talk to him crazy when they come in the house. What type of life is that? It ain't about the money. Money is a part of it, but it's about the quality of life. And the quality of my life is better than most. Why? Because I do what I want, when I want, how I want, and got nothing but peace and tranquility most of the time. We got another caller. You live. Who is this?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Who is this?
Yeah, I was saying it's Almighty Tyrell.
Almighty Tyrell. See, hey, and I like that type of name right there, man. That's the type of name I like to hear somebody having, man. You know, when you got a big name like that, you really speaking it into existence. And when other people say your name, they speaking that into the existence. Now, you know, I got a question for you though, right?
Man, listen, I already know what's coming. I done bought the hold on, it's the one about the man. It's the one about the manhood.
Okay, the manhood. Bro.
Yeah, your guide on that right there. The unlocking the secret code of manhood, and also pay for a call, which $200 call in like April.
Okay, right on, right on. That's what I like to hear. Man, what's your question?
Man, I ain't even got no question, man. I really just want to salute you, man. Everything, I mean, I be watching, but I mean, in tune with you. I don't know if you remember me, I drive or whatnot.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
I just let you ride all the way. I let you ride all the way from North Carolina to Texas. You won.
Hey,
but,
that's what I like to hear. That's what I like to hear, man. Give me a piece of game, you know, that sticks with you.
Man, really, I say the biggest one you say, man. You know, this choose who choose you. Really, I mean, it's so sophisticated, but it's so simple at the same time.
Yeah. It's simple, but it goes deep. It's simple, but it goes deep. So a lot of people could say it, but you have to really understand it. But yeah, man, like I say all the time, all the game that I say and the way I speak and everything that I do comes from that place right there. And that place is really a place of self-love, making sure you're the most important person, and you can't never forget that. So, man, appreciate you calling in. Appreciate the support, man. Stay tuned in.
Yeah, you know, man, I'm gonna, buy some more stuff, get some more. I'm gonna get in the groups. I want the one-on-one stuff. And man, for everybody out there who watching and listening, man, he the real deal. He legit. He ain't no scam. You know what I'm saying? He got back with me ASAP. Money well spent. They gonna change your life for sure. He gonna change your life. Tap in.
Hey, man, appreciate it. All right, right on, man. I'm gonna holler at you.
I appreciate it, man.
For sure. Man, come on with some questions. Come on with some questions, man. What we got going on tonight? Okay, I'm looking in here. The Mitsubishi story is pure game. If y'all don't know the Mitsubishi story, somebody call in, whoever's calling right now, give it a minute so I can do this Mitsubishi game right here. For y'all that don't understand, I always tell a story because everybody talks about, well, it's easy when you got a Rolls Royce. Yeah, it is. It is. Hey, man, it's easy when you got all the jewelry. Yeah, it is. But there was a time when I was 3 deep, no sleep, 4 actually. And I drove a Mitsubishi, like 7 years old, 2 doors, had a wreck in the front, rusted, and I had to hit the light to come on. And I was down in LA, man, 3 deep, no sleep, you know what I'm saying, with a bunch of women in the back calling me daddy. So can you really say that it's only the money? And as long as you think the money is the thing that's going to catch them and hold them the right way, as long as you think that, you're never going to be able to have it without it, because you're going to go into every situation with that type of doubt. I was always choosing who chose me. When I learned it at 16 years old, I always chose who chose me. And there's somebody for everybody right now that's going to treat you and who sees you like a king, like a god, like daddy. And they going to call you that. And it didn't take, I was delusional. If I would have been listening to all the outside world, I would have never been able to feel confident in that. And they would have never treated me like that. My uncle told me, you're a god. He didn't say you a king. He told me you're a god when I had nothing. And I took it at face value because I looked up to him that much. And he instilled that in my heart, that with or without the money, I was a god. He instilled in my heart when I would always look up to all the things he had. Man, this stuff is nothing. He was trying to let me know that the man that you are, you a god. Who you are is what matters. This shit don't matter. This shit come and go. And I took that and I ran with it. Unbeknownst to me, yeah, maybe looking back on it, man, I was crazy and I was delusional. But guess what? There were women who believed in my delusion and saw me and treated me the way that I said that I was, even before I had stuff. And that's why I believe I have it now, because I've spoken into existence, because I believed I was that before I had it. But if you've never seen that, then you'll say, oh, well, it's only because of these things. Yeah, well, guess what? And it was guys in the game who, to the average standard, big, black, overweight, and they had the most women. So I always saw that it was never always about that. Yeah, of course, you want to have that. You want to give yourself any leg up that you could have. But if you don't have it deep down inside, man, what's up with all these athletes, sports players, actors who have women out of pocket? Man, they out there running down the street behind the broad, but they're super successful, ultra 0.001% of man, yet they have these women doing all of these crazy things. So therefore, that should let you know that just having money isn't gonna do it if you don't have this internal thought process of liking who likes you, of seeing so much value in a person who sees value in you, because it affirms who you are, and denying anyone who don't see the value that you got to convince the value of. But if you ain't never saw it, then you would just assume, because y'all don't be outside and then you don't be in the circles that I was in. So I'm relaying something that I saw, that's factual, that I saw in the communities that I was in, so you can understand, hey, just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't happen. And if you don't think it could happen, you're never going to have it happen, because you're never going to require it. Man, you walk into a room and you act a certain way, man, people are going to treat you how you act. But you're acting in front of that broad like you're nothing just because you ain't got no money. So therefore, if you acting like that, she going to treat you like that. But if you walk in there, even if you ain't got no money, and felt like a king, felt like a god, felt like you deserve for her to bow down, guess what? It's going to be women out there that will do that. That's why I don't like these dudes out here talking about it's all about the money, man. All right. Yeah, get your money, but don't get it and then lean on it. Have you ever dealt with an emotional, immature woman? Many, plenty. It still happens. What you don't understand too is, man, a woman is emotional and immature because she was never forced to grow, never required to grow, because you guys will get with these women and let them do whatever, let them act however. She throws a tantrum, you just say, oh, well, that's just her being her, or oh, she's on her period. So therefore, you've never required her to grow up to be with you. So sometimes I'll get a woman and they do try to act like that. And the moment they do, I let them know that can't transpire. Right now, you're acting like a little girl, and I only deal with women. So if you can't grow up and manage your emotions, then guess what? This situation is over with. You've never given a woman that type of ultimatum, because y'all just accept whatever. And if she's been with 4, 5, 6 dudes in her lifetime that never required that from her, this is going to be the first time. And then she has the option. She's either going to change and grow up, or she's going to continue how she's behaving. And if she likes me enough, she's going to do what's required of her. And what you don't understand is the great female kind. These women always had self-control. They could always manage their emotions. They're only throwing a tantrum because it's allowed. Like I say this all the time, hey, man, you put that same woman who say she's on her period acting crazy. You put that same woman who lashes out and acts crazy. You put that same woman in a situation where her life depended on it, in prison, where there's consequences and repercussions to that, I guarantee you she's going to act different. I guarantee you somebody put a gun to her head and said, listen, okay, you can't control your emotions. All right. And if you don't control them, I'm pulling the trigger. Do you think she's not going to be able to control herself? It's not been required from most men. So these women get to me and they're going to act in a certain way. And I understand it, because I know it ain't too many men requiring nothing. But guess what? Just because she hasn't been required from another man, I'm requiring it now. And if you want to continue to deal with me, you got to get it in check. And whether she do or she don't, it's of no consequence. She had the will and she gonna be here or she not and she gone. I'm not gonna stress my life out about it. What's the Cash App? KELLS 720 money sign. Y'all calling in. I'm about to answer in a minute. You changed my viewpoint. See, and this is why I gotta make trademarks and shirts, because there's so many people out here changing their tone about what they talking about like they didn't hear me say it. So I don't want to be one of those people who started an entire movement and thought movement, and then it gets hijacked by everybody else acting like this how they been was talking. Oh, you been was on like who like you. No, y'all wasn't. Now everybody want to talk about I like who like me, man. You niggas ain't never liked who liked you. That's why you have so many problems in your relationships and got these type of baby mamas and drama, because you ain't never liked who liked you. You like who you like. Now it's cool that you like who likes you now, but just let it be known, like, I got this ideology and it changed my life. That's why y'all got to help me push my name, push my videos, so people could know where this good game is coming from. You definitely changed my life at age 54. Hey, man, listen, the game is the game. Whether you get it at 16, whether you get it at 25, whether you get it at 32, whether you get it at 42, Yeah, if she ain't building, she tearing shit down. But that's a law of the universe, man. A lot of the laws of the game is a law of the universe. Everything in the universe is growing or dying. There is no in between. So that woman is either helping you build or she's tearing down. And if you can't immediately say where she's helping you build, that means she's tearing you down. That's why a lot of dudes won't get to where they need to get to in life, man. It's really the energy drain. Y'all don't really understand energy. Just like this Wi-Fi in this room that you can't see, a woman's energy, intention. That broad is really hating on you. That broad don't really want to see you win. And that energy, she's just as powerful as you in the universe. So you're putting these intentions to be successful, and she's putting counterintuitive intentions for you not to. She's talking about all this, that, and the third that has nothing to do with nothing. And your attention is going to that instead of your goals. That's why a lot of times it's better to be with no woman until you know how to pick the right woman and realize you know how to stand on it. And a lot of times you got to say to yourself, man, you know what? This woman got too big of a hook in me. There's no way that I could switch it around. So the best thing that I could do is just get away from her, because I'm not yet strong enough mentally with my principles about this to be able to be with her and it not be detrimental to my life. Rory, appreciate it. You always come through with something. Appreciate the super chat. If you got a question, let me know. Somebody said, I got one for you, Goldie. You belong to who you listen to. I came up with that Friday after listening to you. Somebody said they don't be outside, so they ain't see it. Yeah, a lot of dudes don't be outside, and that's the danger. You're listening to a lot of different people, but how do you know what they're saying is true? Okay, we'll look at their tools. We'll look at their cars. We'll look at the houses. We'll look at how confident they speak, and we'll say he knows what he's talking about because he has some money. Well, what does a woman have to do with any money? What does money have to do with a woman? Well, in this society, money is the end all be all. So if he got some money, well, he must know what he's talking about women, and that is simply not the case. But if you ain't never been outside, you've never seen the yeah, y'all see it in the news. Hey man, Jeff Bezos can't hold abroad, man. He getting women divorcing him. All these actors and athletes. So having money ain't got nothing to do with abroad. Yeah, you can catch more women when you look in your best and you famous. Of course, fame is gonna attract women, but that don't mean you know how to hold them or having them the right way. That just means you know how to get them. And it's almost worse. It's almost worse if you got a whole bunch of money and still can't have a woman in pocket. Because what does that really say about you? She should be smart enough to say, I don't want to mess this up, which means you have such lack within how you moving in so little game that she's like, normally I would act right because this is such a great situation, but I don't even care. And I'm still going to talk to him crazy because he has no respect for himself. He going to let me. All this fame, all this money, all these options in the world, and you let this one broad talk to you crazy. How little respect you have for yourself. And if you got that little respect for yourself to allow her to do it, why would she not do it? Nobody respect nobody that don't respect themselves. And that's all you're showing when you let shit slide. That's why I don't let shit slide. Bitch, fuck you. Goldie is the only man single-handedly changing the world and men for the better pure intentions. I wish I had this knowledge he's teaching as an adolescent. Man, I used to say that shit to my mentors, man. Damn, I wish I had this information years ago. I made so many mistakes. And he would cut me off and say, hey, well, guess what? You got it now. So all you can do is move forward with it. I used to say the same thing. Listening to this, listening to that, going all the wrong way. And then when I finally got the game and my life changed, I'm like, damn, I wish I'd had it early. But he said, listen, ain't nothing you can do. Just take the information and use it now. MP 499, appreciate it. Lace us on public display of affection from the viewpoint of mono and poly relationships. Should it be used or will it have negative effects later? This is a great question. This is a great question. So he's asking me about public affection with your woman, whether you just have one woman or you have multiple women. This is what I'd say. Affection to a woman is like kryptonite. Not to say it's their weakness, but it's their weakness. If a woman likes you, there's nothing better that you can do for her than give her a kiss. Put your tongue down her throat, grab her ass, put your arm around her when you walking. Shit, hold hands if you want to. These things put that rush of emotion and dopamine in women's body if they like you. Why would you not use that? Use something that she wants, right? Because then you can give it to her and you can take it away. You can give her something she really wants when she's acting right. And then when she's doing the wrong thing, you could withhold it, which will in turn make her know the proper stimuli to get the behavior that she wants. A lot of dudes don't use it. They don't know it. They think they doing something wrong. Man, if I'm with my lady, man, I got my arm around her. You know what I'm saying? I don't do the hand holding thing, but I don't feel like there's nothing wrong with that. Man, if I'm with my woman, man, I'll stick my tongue down her throat if I want to. And I could be in public. It don't make no difference to me. Y'all doing things for everybody else, man. I'm doing it for me and this lady right here who's doing something for me. And if she doing something for me, then guess what? I'm gonna give her what she want. She want her man. She want a man that love her. She want a man that show her affection. And I'm gonna give that to her if she deserve it. And if she next to me, please believe she deserve it. And do you know how much you're not getting from that woman by not doing that to her? By not, I don't know, whatever it is that she like, do she like? And a lot of women don't even get that affection. So if you the first one to put your hand around her in public and we all out eating, if you the first one to stick your tongue down her mouth, man, she gonna go crazy. And a lot of you dudes are trying to use money to get a woman a certain way, not understanding you don't even have to use half of that money to get the same or more effect when you use this romance, when you use this affection, when you use this right here. It's really a cheat code, man. I mean, some dudes may be like, oh, well, that's simping. That's it. Well, to who? This is a woman. I'm not gay. Do I not want to put my arm around my woman? Do I not want to stick my tongue down this woman's throat when she acting right and doing all the right things? I know it's going to make her smile. I know it's going to make her feel good. And when she smiling and feeling good, guess what? She going to do whatever for you. She going to do whatever for her man. You know what I'm saying? And then it's used as a reward and punishment system. Guess what? If you ain't really doing nothing for the broad, guess what? Hey, she do something you don't like. Well, guess what? She don't get no kiss from me. She don't get, I ain't put my arm around her no more. Right? I don't give her that affection. And that will make her, without you even have to tell her what she should and what she shouldn't do. The moment she does something that you don't like or talks in a way that you don't like and you address it, now withdraw. And that's going to kill her more than anything because women are emotional. All that money shit, I mean, I guess you say, oh, well, I'm not going to buy you a bag this week. Or all I got to do is just not put my arm around her today. And she's going to be distraught about it, because that's what she wants. I don't understand it. I came up around real players. You know what I'm saying? Now, different strokes for different folks. It's some guys who don't give their woman affection like that. I can't relate. To me, you're working smart. You're working harder, not smarter. Why would I not give a woman what she really wants deep down inside? Even if she don't tell you she want it, she want it. Any woman who loves her man, any woman who's sexually attracted to her man, any woman who likes her man a lot gets warm and cozy and butterflies in her stomach when you put your arm around her. When you grab her chin and stick your tongue in her mouth because she's being rewarded for something. Don't nothing get a woman going more than that. And if you give the woman what she wants, she gonna give you everything you need. That's why that woman ain't soft, because you don't do soft shit with her. That woman ain't soft because you don't do soft shit with her. You scared to put your arm around your woman? You scared to put your tongue down that woman's throat? You know, because you have no game and you don't know what women like. And you leaving a lot on the table for what she'll do for you when you unlock that thing for that woman. Now, I ain't just saying just do it for nothing. I ain't saying do it when she don't deserve it, but do it as a reward system. And then let me tell you something, man. When you got a woman really going hard for you, really doing what you want, really doing everything, really talking to you right, really talking to you sweet, really being a loving, feminine woman, man, you should want to do that. Nigga, are you gay? Let me know. Let me know. Do you not want to do it? Then you must not like that broad. And if you don't like her, it's because she ain't doing the things she need to be doing for you. Man, a woman going hard for me, going out of her way for me, making sure I'm good, making sure everything's straight, making sure she going out of her way for me, making sure things are easy and effortless for me, going above and beyond for me. Man, that bitch, man, I can't wait to stick my tongue down that bitch throat. And then that bitch get with a nigga like me. You're never going to get that bitch back. Or one of my mentors, you're never going to get that bitch back. I don't care what you got, because she's going to value that affection more than anything. Think about it like this: affection, dopamine. What is dopamine? A drug. I'm able to give that bitch a hit of dope every time I do this. Every time I stick my tongue down her throat. Every time I'm just all up on her. I'm giving her a hit of dope, and you think she gonna leave me? She ain't never gonna leave me, because she gonna need that hit of dope, and you niggas ain't out here doing that for her. You know what I'm saying? That's too much game, though. That's too much game, though. We need to let you niggas think that's simple and don't do that, and you looking crazy. And then when I get your bitch, man, and I stick my tongue down her throat, man, you wonder why you don't get her back, even though I ain't doing nothing for her. You niggas is crazy. All these niggas out here thirsting for these hoes, man. You think she gonna get her affection somewhere? You niggas, man. I don't get it. But you know what? I do get it. I came up around some players, man. Biggest players in the world. Man, they showed affection to their woman on a regular. Man, I know players that open the door for their lady, man. Hey, man, at the end of the day, don't you ever forget a woman is a woman. Don't you ever forget that. All this talk that I'm talking about, hey, man, it's balanced out by that other thing. You know what I'm saying? Get in that bed and cuddle with that woman, man. Put your dick in the middle of her ass crack when you go to sleep and put your arm around her, man. Bitches don't love nothing more than when you cuddle with them at night. You put your arm around her broad and let her lay on your chest and you say, come here. You know what I'm saying? That's the world to the woman. Women been watching movies and fantasy and TV their entire motherfucking life. That is all they want. And motherfuckers wonder why the rich dude is the pool boy fucking the bitch. Man, because he giving her that attention and affection that she want. Wonder why a woman will go with a dude who ain't got no money or ain't doing nothing, because he's giving her the affection that she want. That's what they really care about. They just taking the money because you ain't giving them the other shit, or they just don't like you. See, this is the type of shit nigga need to be paid for, because I know 99.9% of you either don't know this, and the other piece of y'all right now is saying, God damn, I'm fucking up. Got a bitch in there you ain't kissed in the mouth in weeks. Wonder why she got a motherfucking attitude. Nigga, because you ain't treating her like a woman. Y'all need to give me some super chats and hit my Cash App. You know, book a call, go buy some products. All this good free game I'm giving out. Y'all don't know nothing about what the fuck I'm talking about right now. Let me know if y'all have heard this shit before. I know you haven't. I know you haven't. I know you haven't heard this before. But guess what? That's how you know it's a real game. Even though you've never heard it, soon as you heard it, you said, damn, that actually do make a lot of sense, don't it? So how come is it's a bunch of motherfuckers out here talking with all of these followers, right? But they ain't never said no shit like this because they don't know it. All right, I'm getting off this. MP lace us on pup. Okay, now we already went through that. See, he came with a good question. He came with a good question. Talk that shit, bro. I would like to ask y'all a question. Why y'all so scared to show a woman affection if she deserve it? Bo, do you know the effects that buying some flowers for a woman would do? Some $20, $30 flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's all about leverage in life. How can you do the least and get the biggest effect? Do you know what buying a woman some $30 flowers could do? Now, you ain't doing it for a woman that don't appreciate it. You don't do it for a woman that ain't acting right. You don't do it for a woman that ain't put in her work and her time and then did for you. But when you got a woman like that and you dealing with a woman who's on your type of time and those type of things, do you know how the little gesture of $30 in flowers will have an effect on her mind and in turn make her want to overproduce for you? You buy a woman some $30 flowers, man, she gonna turn around and buy you $500 Creed cologne. But keep doing it your way, though. Yeah, as a man thinketh. Do you know the effect that you'll have by buying a woman a book? And it's a double-edged positive sword. Not only do you give her a book and she says, damn, this is the first man who's ever cared about my thinking and my knowledge. But also, when you give that woman a book, she's gaining knowledge and character and certain ideas in the fashion that you want for a woman that you might be in with in due time. If I'm going to be with this woman in due time, which is the possibility with every woman, then guess what? I need to be growing her and learning her in the direction of what I want, because that woman who she becomes is going to be a woman who I can benefit or not benefit from. He said, my woman's my love language is physical touch. Every woman's love language is physical touch. I feel like every man's love language is physical touch. A lot of people just haven't got it their entire life. So they just said, I don't like it. Or a lot of women or men don't have the woman that they really like. So therefore they don't like it. But she's even better if you have a woman, which there are women like that with certain type of trauma, certain women who never got affection from their mother or father, certain type of women who have been in environments where that's weird to them. And it is. So therefore, nigga, if you unlock that shit for her and make her not so averse to it, man, you're going to have that bitch for life. Have that bitch for life. Has another man tried to press you because his girl was choosing? Not really, no. Not really. I can think of a woman that I had back in the day that she ended up getting with another dude later on. And I don't know what she might have told him because he was on my line talking about let's fight. It was weird, but ain't no telling what she told him. She might have said something that wasn't even true. I've had women actually that I've never even talked to in my life tell their boyfriend they talk to me so their boyfriend would get jealous, and ain't no telling what the woman said to him to maybe, but like outside, a woman choosing me and a dude getting mad at me because a woman choosing, it's never happened. Man, and a lot of times, man, I'll be places and a woman will come with somebody and end up leaving with me, and most of the time, motherfuckers be cool with it or just don't say nothing about it. I don't know. I don't really have them type of problems. Not to say that it can't happen. I just feel like I carry myself as such a man with such integrity, that even if a motherfucker wanted to do some sucker shit, they'll see they'll feel the man energy and they'll be like, that ain't even right. A sucker will stop acting like a sucker when they come into the presence of some man shit because they know, nah, that ain't right. That's some sucker shit. Not to say it can't happen though. He's Steven Stone. You gonna send me $1 million one day? Hey man, you said it. Hold your word. Keep your word. Come find me. Justin Betts, appreciate you. $50. Trying to get you on my podcast. I'm about to start. All right, man. Well, I got a price for you. Since you be on here looking out, I'll give you a player price. It's gonna do big numbers, man. And anybody who want to get on my podcast, I got a price for that too. You don't understand the power of the internet. Aligning yourself with somebody like me on my platform will immediately blow you up in a way that ads could never, and give you a certain legitimacy that, for the price that I'm charging is worth way more. So, and my price keep going up. Man, the 28 million views in the past 90 days from like maybe $500 in ads. So just understand, it's almost 30 million people watching me and coming back to me with no ads, just organic off of what I'm talking. You want to put yourself in front of that many people, you can do it, you know, for a real good price. So tap in. Mentorships, get my Get Chose with Your Mouth Closed guide. Everybody on here, if you getting some game from me, go purchase a product. If you got some game, get some game from me from watching my videos. If it really changed your life, then the least you can do is go on my site, goldieratio.com, and buy a product and get some more game. Get Chose with Your Mouth Closed guide. My new book, Meditations, Book of Game. Game your father should have taught you. Gems. You go on there right now, get you a product, show support, and support the movement that's giving you this free game. Too much motivation. Appreciate it. If I had 20 million for you to be a part of your household, would you do it? No. Buying something in the AM, man. Buy it right now, man. Buy it right now. What are some examples of how you make sure a broad won't betray you? What are some ways you can demonstrate that you're not someone to play with? Man, this is good. And this is some game I put in my school group. It's not really some game you want to talk on here because it's kind of like goes against, but I'll just put it like this. I ain't gonna give you the tactics because if I get too much into it, man, this is the type of stuff you get canceled for. But let me tell you what, man. I'll just give you an example. There is a big player in the game who's had a big run, decades, while it's a lot of people who go to prison every single day. And this guy has had a lot of women. He's never had those type of issues in the game. Why? Because he's also a big figure. He's also a real street dude with real power. So while one woman might be with this guy and get mad at him and just go to the police just cause, or get mad at him and key his car and cause a whole bunch of problems, they don't do it to this man because the consequences and repercussions of that action. They don't go to the police because of maybe I ain't want to put his business out there, but they understand he a serious dude. Now, I'm not saying you ain't got to take it that far. I'm just using this as an example. It's some women who play with you because you can be played with. And you've never showed them, not anything violently, but you've never showed them that you're not the type of dude to play with. I see it's hard to even talk on this, but I'll put it like this. Like, it was some women that were with me that have seen what happened when certain individuals crossed me. I'm not talking anything violent. They saw the lengths that I would go to demonstrate a consequence to those who tried to wrong me. So in turn, when it was time for them to maybe walk away and were a little disgruntled, and these was wild women, the only thing that stopped them from trying me is the fact that they knew me. And they knew the type of person that I was. And they understood, if I tried that with him, am I willing to be okay with the possible consequences of what I've seen this man demonstrate before? And I ain't talking about nothing crazy. I'm just letting it be known, man, sometimes you got to show that woman your dark side, because sometimes it's better that she sees it and you don't have to make an example of her life. You know, you get what I'm saying? I would rather show her little bits and pieces, not too much to where she could, but she's seen enough to where I don't have to demonstrate on her when she get out of line and do too much. She only get out of line and do too much and key your car and put your business on the internet because she know what you gonna do about it. She know you. She know me too. And she know what I'm gonna do. So she got to be really out her mind and be ready to fucking kamikaze herself to do that to me. And if she does, well, shit, I guess that's what it's gonna be. But she knows if she done been with me long enough, she's gonna have seen what it's like if you cross me. You know what I'm saying? So some of y'all out here, y'all need to sometimes let that woman peek behind the curtain on your dark side and let her see what happens when people cross you. So then when it's time for her to be done with you and maybe she's mad, she'll think twice before airing your business out. She'll think twice before keying your car. She'll think twice before doing some foul stuff. Because I'll tell a woman once, listen, I would rather not. I would rather not, but I will. You know what I'm saying? I would rather not, but I will. And once this thing gets started, ain't no pulling this shit back. Because I'm going to take this shit farther than you could ever take it. I will take this shit farther than you could ever take it. And I got the time, I got the resources, I got the money, and I got a little screw loose in my head. So if that's what you want to do, please believe, think twice about it. That's as much as I could say on that fact. But a lot of these women, they cross you, man, because they think you soft. They think you, well, what's he going to do? Hey, man, because you ain't never showed her what you capable of. Sometimes you got to show that bro what you capable of. What are some, oh, okay, no, we already did that. And I can't give you no examples on here. I already done said too much at this point. So I ain't finna go into it. How does someone stay disciplined, cutting vices, focus on fasting and the money with a band mama, different race, comes from a wealthy family and never had to struggle, has no hustle, eats unhealthy? Hey, man, cancel that broad, man. Either cancel that broad or accept it. People ain't never gonna change. Hey, man, the best thing you could do is work out, eat right, transform your body to a crazy attractive way. Most of the time, the woman next to you is eventually going to get on board, but you can't just try to get her on board the moment you're doing it. You done did it 2-3 months. Do it for a year and really change your body, and she starts to see the benefit of your mental clarity, your attractiveness, and your health. And 9 times out of 10, man, she ain't gonna want to get left behind, and she gonna be like, damn, nah, I'm getting on to that type of time because he ain't gonna leave me because he looking too good now. A lot of times we try to change other people before we really who we supposed to be. The biggest way for me to change somebody else is to change myself in such a magnificent way, in such an attractive way that person comes and asks me. And if she ain't came and asked you about eating healthy and all of that type of stuff yet, man, you jumping the gun. You ain't did it long enough yet. A lot of people do that. They get in the gym for 2-3 months and then all of a sudden want to tell everybody about the gym. How about you do it for a long enough period of time first before you get to trying to tell everybody something that you just started doing? I was on an older live. You told me to go to rehab and get help. You changed my entire trajectory. I'm working now, stacking, got women fall in love, snatch that book list too. I appreciate it. Tree all day or all day. He said, I was on an older live. You told me to go to rehab and get help. You changed my entire trajectory. I'm working now and stacking, got women fall in love, snatch that book list too. Hey, that's great. Great to hear. Great to hear. Out here doing God's work, man. I might tell a joke, but I never tell a lie. If I'm telling it to you, man, it's because I mean it. She has nothing to offer, but you see the potential in her. Would you give her a chance? Man, you don't know what she got to offer. Man, I tell people all the time, man, hey, having game means you can see value in things that most people don't see value in. Private equity. They go into businesses that are bankrupt and failing. And they in turn have the mind, the wisdom, and the game to see in that business what the people who are running the business can't see, and they'll go into that business and a lot of times extract billions from that business if not turn that business around. And even when they don't turn that business around, they find a way to still put billions in their pocket. Why? That's called game. You may look at this woman and say she ain't got nothing to offer. I may look at this woman and be able to make millions with her. What's the difference? It's the difference is I have game, I have experience, I can see things you can't see. Now, I'm not saying she has value. I'm just saying don't be so quick to dismiss a woman just because it doesn't look easy to find her value. If a woman likes you a lot, there may be some value there. I'm not saying it's always value there. What I'm saying is most of you don't even know the value that you can get from a woman. Hey, man, I had a woman on here the other day, Sin. She was about 50 pounds heavier when I met her. You know, her business wasn't flourishing the way it's flourishing now. She didn't have read all the books and did all the things. But guess what? It was certain characteristics about her that I saw. And now anybody would look at her now and clearly see she got a lot of value, man. She made $85,000 last month, you know, with her business. But guess what? You see the value now, but you didn't see the potential then, right? You got to put some X-ray glasses on and really see. But then again, like I said, it's not necessary. I'm not saying to just accept anything. And if I'd have met her today, I wouldn't even have took the time to do what I did then because I'm at a different space. So at the same time, you got to see what state and space you are in to even say if you're going to be willing to take the time to bring that out of somebody as well. Having game means you can see what other people can't see. You enhance my game so much, I got to show you flowers. I'm definitely going to support, man. Support Super Chat, book list, Geek Chose with Your Mouth Closed, new book, mentorship, support. I like who likes me. I like who likes me. Don't ever forget it. Get a shirt so you can walk around and let these broads know. I like who likes me. Do you feel like a female can get crafty and try to use the game you give and play offense if it means getting on your program? Of course, anytime you give a woman game, she's now elevated her knowledge, and it's only natural for her to try to use it against you, but it doesn't matter. I tell a woman like this, hey, you know everything I taught you. You know everything I taught you. You don't know everything I know, and don't you ever forget it. Everything you know is what I taught you, but you don't know everything I know. Right. So, I mean, but yeah, it's only natural for a woman who you give game to eventually try to see if she can run it on you. But if you're really about your business and you're really about your principles, she's not going to be able to run it on me because I'm going to walk away the moment she gets to playing those type of games. So she can try it if she wants to. One, it's not going to work. And two, if she keeps trying me, I'm going to show her I was the man that I told her I was when we met, even at the result of dissolving our relationship. And she'll find out real quickly that I'm not the one to try. Is it worth staying with my kid's mom if I'm grown, but she's not evolving with me? No, it's not. No, it's not. I mean, because you didn't tell me, oh, but she has this quality and this quality and that quality and that quality. You didn't tell me those things. So I'm going to assume she doesn't have any. Steven Stone, humbly, I ain't got much. I'm rebuilding after a fair bit. I handle my business as a young man. I'm in wilderness school, 27. I'm starting over fresh. All right. And when you're in wellness school, what you need to be doing is going home every single night and for hours and hours and hours, be looking online to how people make money digitally and online, because that's a new world. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep getting your money. But if you really want to flourish, you're going to need to get online and learn the new world, which is using not your hands, but your mind and accessing the hundreds of millions of billions of people that are online willing to buy something, product or service, you know, and then stay steady developing yourself. Reading changed my life when I went to jail. Just unlocking your brain to different ideas, understanding the mind, getting in control of your mind, reading the stories of the people who came from nothing to something. These are the things that you need to be doing as well. And working out and eating properly. How do you handle the hate and envy in the game with these dudes wanting your spot or trying to kill you out of your spot? Hey, you ain't gotta. You don't have to necessarily. Somebody's at the door, but you don't have to. Hold on, but you don't have to necessarily, you know, fellowship with these individuals. And I would recommend you not, because if you in a game, that should be a place that you're trying to elevate from. That should be a stepping stone. So what can you get by fellowshipping with a bunch of people who are where you're trying to leave from? You're not. You're just going to get more wrapped up in it. And the more they see you, the more they can hate you, man. It's hard to hate a motherfucker you can't see. And man, the hate you have from somebody you know is not as big as the hate you have for somebody that you don't know. Somebody that you don't know, you can hate on them and not like them, but it's the motherfucker right next to you that motherfuckers will hate and kill because you that close. So I wouldn't even frequent in those circles. I wouldn't even worry about it. You know, I would make sure that I'm always trying to be in other circles, trying to reach to that next level. You know what I'm saying? That's why even now, like I know a lot of people, you know, but I don't too much like hang out too much. There's a few people I deal with, but I don't be trying to hang out too much in circles and stuff like that, because that's how motherfuckers get to not like you. Now I'm sure it's people who just don't like me just because they don't like me and they don't know me. You know, I don't want to get in these circles, and then that's how drama starts and this happens. And I just, you know, I just do me. I do me, man. And all I need is the females around me. Man, y'all see me, man. Half the time I be out. You don't see who you see me in the car with. It be me and 5, 6 women. You know what I'm saying? Or you see me, you'll catch me at a restaurant. You see me with my woman next to me, or you see me here with a woman, or you see, you know what I'm saying? That's normally how I move. Because when you move around with too many males, there they go to drama, there go to bullshit, there go to hating, there go to, nah, I don't need all that. Hold on. Bring it to me. Bring it to me. Little things. I love me some coconut water. And she just brought me some. It's the little things, you know. I ain't gotta ask for it. How much to be in your podcast? 5, 10. Man, since you're showing love right now, I'll do it for you for 5. You just gotta let me know. I'll remember your name. But you gotta take advantage very soon. My numbers keep going up. A lot of famous people getting on the podcast that I haven't released yet. So, you know, let's put it together soon, ASAP. Have you ever been in a public setting and seen a broad you were with choose up on another man? How would you go about it if not? Have I ever been in a public setting and had a woman that I was with choose up on another man? I can remember a time when I was a teenager and I had this woman at the teen club and she was like kept on like moving around the club too fast. And I didn't really understand it at that time. You know, I'm like, "No, why you keep up?" I know what she's doing now, but back then I didn't recognize what she was doing. And I can remember it was a dude, he was an older dude that always hang around a younger crowd. He was like 19, 20. He stopped me and he was like, "Hey, man, you gotta let that broad do what she want to do." And I just looked at him, looked away, and started, you know, going back to doing what I was doing, trying to get her. But that was probably the time that happened. But like as of recently, I mean, no, it's no time that I can think about. When you run a certain type of program and the people with you is understanding of that, they're not really going to do that because they understand you're going to leave them there. So even if a woman wanted to, she would be so scared to because it's like, well, this dude I'm choosing got to take me home because I know for a fact if he sees this, I'm not leaving with him. But like maybe as far as like a woman I don't really know, and that's why I try not to do too much with a woman I don't know because ain't no telling what might happen when you outside if you ain't vet her all the way properly. All right, man. I'm gonna need some super chats or I'm gonna jump off. Hey, somebody had a great question earlier about affection with your woman. See, those are the type of questions I like. Y'all have some good questions like that, some different type of questions. Do you have favorites? It's like having kids. Do you have a favorite kid? You may like different characteristics in each one of them. The favorite one is the one doing the most for me today. If her qualities are just cooking, cleaning, and watching the kids, but no ambition or growth, that really hold weight long term for a man evolving his purpose? I don't know. If you're the type of individual who can be out all day, all night, working, grinding in your office, working, grinding, and therefore all you got to do is come out and the house is clean, the food is cooked, the kids are taken care of well, and going all their activities, then that could be a value for you because it in turn allows you to focus wholeheartedly on the things you need to focus on. The only danger of that is, man, you got to be giving that woman some books. She got to be listening to some Brian Tracy. She got to be listening to some, things that help her understand the power of her words and her mental and her frequency, right? To help her evolve as well. And she definitely should want her in the gym. You should want that. But if you're a man super, super focused and you got kids and you got all these things going on, a woman who's in that essence helping you in those areas, it frees up your mind a lot, to be able to really focus because you have kids. If you didn't have kids, I say, man, you could cook and clean your damn self. But for her to rear your children in the way that you see fit with the ideologies that you want her to promote in them, then that's a value because you can't really pay somebody to do that. You could pay a nanny, but paying a nanny doesn't necessarily give the kids what a mother can give those kids in the essence of imputing your ideology into them while you're away. So I would have to speak to you further on that subject. Mr. Chandler, appreciate it. How often do you drive your nice car around and do you get a lot of attention with that car? I drive my Rolls Royce Cullinan daily. And when I'm not driving that, I'll drive my Wraith. I don't even drive my Wraith that much. Normally, I just have my friends drive my Wraith. One of my girls drive my Wraith. Or, somebody comes in town, drive the Wraith to campaign in because it looks good pulling up back to back. Then I got a Benz AMG that I don't drive at all. It's just sitting on the corner. Yes, it gets a lot of attention, and that's the point. I got something valuable to say. I need to be known because people need this information. Plus, man, I drive up to the club, man. All I got to do is open the door and tell them, hey, come on. I don't got to do no talking. I ain't got to do no extras. I ain't got to do no, you know, y'all go to the club. Y'all got to get the table and all this, that, and the third. Man, I could just pull up afterwards and just tell them to hop in and they coming. So working smarter, not harder. I don't have to convince her how valuable I am. This car did it for me. Y'all could work smarter now. I mean, harder, not smarter though. Y'all do it your way. Yes, everybody gets treated according to how they deserve to be treated. It's that simple. Can we get some game to stand out for job interviews? Enthusiasm, magnetic energy. All right. Nobody wants to be around somebody who has low energy. People want to be around people whose vibrations are high. Now, of course, you got to keep it in check because too much is you can overdo it. But if you have excitement in your eyes, energy, enthusiasm about what you're trying to do, that will always make you stand out and maybe make somebody overlook somebody else more qualified because they like the energy that you have for the opportunity. People like to be around people like that. Even if you want to have a mentor, when they see that you're excited and got a lot of energy, that magnetic energy, people want to be around that. What would you say if a girl says that I had a kid by her, but I've never met the child? Cap. That's what I'd say. Man, right now, go get my book. Go get my book, GoldieRatio.com. Book of Game, Meditation is the game your father should have taught you. Go get it right now. You're getting all this good game. Go get you some more. Support the movement so I can stay being on here giving y'all this game. Man, okay, he said, will you suggest copping first to get chose with your mouth closed, jewelry or a car? Depends where you are and what you do. Depends where you are and what you do. Depends where you are and what you do. The places that you frequent regularly, the places in your city will depend on which one I'm doing first. What's the least amount you need to move from your hometown to a big city? However, that room in that house that you rent and costs. Yeah, I'm actually trying to get them on as we speak. The merch hard. I got to get some. Hey, man, because check this out. Y'all go buy all of these designer clothes. Y'all go buy all of this stuff. Hey, man, why don't you buy something that's actually putting a message out there that you believe in? A message that you believe in. I like who likes me. You know what I'm saying? Let it be known. Let's make this a worldwide message, some real self-love and self-respect. I like who likes me because I like myself too much to like somebody who don't like me. I like myself too much to like somebody who don't like me. And liking somebody who don't like me is self-hate. To like somebody who likes me is self-love. I like myself so much, I could always appreciate somebody who shows how much they like me and affirms me. You know, this is a shirt about self-love and self-respect. And if you don't like and respect yourself, that broad never will. That's why when you chase her, she don't treat you right. Because clearly you don't like yourself because you had to chase me, somebody who showed you they didn't like you. So you don't like yourself, you don't respect yourself, I ain't gonna like and respect you. That's what the broad's saying. Hey man, go get you a shirt. These ain't even for sale. These ain't even for sale, but if y'all want them for sale, I got you. I done trademarked it. So I'm the only one selling these shirts. If you see somebody else selling it, let me know who they are. I'm suing their ass. How much do you charge to rent the double R truck for a day? I don't rent it out. But you know, everything's for sale for the right price. You make me an offer, I can't refuse, but I don't rent it out. You know, but when I got friends and stuff doing music videos, like I'll take my car up there or they streaming or something. Like I'll do stuff like that for people that I know, but I don't rent it out to people I don't know. Most definitely put them on the market. Let me know. Like, let me know if I drop these, y'all gonna cop them. If I drop these shirts, y'all gonna cop them. You know, I just gotta wear the stuff that I believe in. You know what I'm saying? Just had to cop the book. Hey man, that's a good one right there. How do you tell your girl you messing with to not get you BS for gifts like candy, bring some value like money? Man, you got to tell her what you like. You got to tell a woman, teach a woman what you like. She don't come ready made. You got to let her know, hey, baby, you want to give me something? This is what I like. This is the cologne that I like. This is the things that I like. Hey, listen, I appreciate all your effort, but let me tell you what's going to put a smile on my face. Here, this is what I like. You should always be telling a woman the things that you like. You know, always. And if you're not, it's your fault. If she don't know, it's your fault because you're not letting her know on a regular basis the things that make you happy. Definitely put the merch out. You got the Game Guy Mentality course. My assistant will let you in the course on school. Go to my school right now, and if she doesn't, just put it on the wall, and she'll get to you. Do you have any girlfriends who are strictly friends? No, not really. I mean, I know girls that are just quote unquote my friend, but they're not like we're not best friends. So I wouldn't even call her my friend, but I guess. But I'm not like hanging out with women like that. But I mean, there's a few women that I'll be like, oh yeah, we cool. We know each other. I mean, like, what would you call a friend? Somebody you ain't having sex with? I mean, I guess, but it's like I don't talk to them like that. Like if I see them, then I guess. But no, not really. All right, y'all slowing down with the super chats. I'm gonna jump off. Somebody said we need hoodies. Got you. You know, it's hot outside right here now. Here, that's why I just got the shirts made. But I do got a short hoodie set coming. Like I said, I just made these for myself and some women. But if y'all like them, let me know. I'll drop them. How do you stay locked in cutting vices when the world around you keeps pulling you back to your old habits? Man, you either will or you won't. It's not how. Your why got to be big enough. Your why got to be big enough. You know, it's really that simple. It's simple, but it's hard. It's simple, but it ain't easy. How bad do you want what's on the other side of that? Do you see the value in what's on the other side of that? Or do you see the detriment? This is something that Tony Robbins always says, right? How can you get yourself to do something? There's two ways. You got to project in the future the detriment of what you're doing bad. Then you got to project in the future and embody the feeling of the positive if you do the right thing. So if you're drinking too much alcohol, well, just project into the future 10, 15, 20 years, or very shortly when you crash and get a DUI, wake up drunk in a jail cell and they tell you that you killed 2 people drunk. Or project into the future, you dying at an early age because you got ulcers in your stomach. And then project in the future and embody the feeling what's going to happen if you had all that time back, all that clarity back, what your skin going to look like, what your health going to look like, and things of that nature. I mean, it's just one of the things, man. Whatever you want in life, you got to want bad enough, or you got to hate where you at bad enough. Those are the only two ways. There's nothing that I can tell you to make it happen. Look at books on conscious auto-suggestion, self-hypnosis, things of that nature as well could help. Outside of making money, why do you want to give game and help people? What is the motivation behind it? I don't know. It's a what would you call it? It's a calling. I was forced into this. I didn't choose this. When you have so many people every time you go outside telling you that you change your life with the game, and they telling you about their relationship with this person and that person and this person who you changed and your wife and their baby mama, then you know it feels good. Not to mention this game changed my life. And I don't see nobody out here kicking it like me. There's people out here kicking good game, but nobody's kicking it like me because they ain't got this perspective. I have a very specific set of life experiences that give me a perspective that most people, I mean, it's just very hard for you to have all of these different elements. You might have a couple here, but I have a specific background in many different areas that a lot of guys online that I don't see. So I feel like, man, the universe pushed me into this position. I didn't choose it. So I'm just following my destiny at this point. And, you know, I've always wanted to, you know, help people. You know, my father died when I was young. So my entire life, I always felt like I was lost. And I was always trying to search for the answers of how to be a man and how to deal with women. That's what I always wanted. So therefore, I'm actually getting on here and doing exactly what I needed when I was a child. So maybe my younger self is out there not getting swayed in the wrong direction by the wrong information because he doesn't know any better. And now he can see me and he could get it the right way. So I'm just, you know, full circle in the world doing God's work. What they say, hey, man, be the person you needed as a child. Hey, man, I needed me. I needed these videos when I was 16, 17, 18. I needed to hear this information. And my life would have went a whole different way. Trust me. About to jump off in a minute. Yo, dropping something off, but what was something new you just learned recently that hit you off guard? I can't really think of nothing, something new. And I'm always hearing new things in books and things of that nature. Something new. I got to think about that. When's Goldie gonna drop the sacred scent game? Nah, because everybody gonna be out here trying to smell like me. You know, it's a secret weapon around here. Y'all don't even know. I actually got it though. It's in my get chose with your mouth closed guide. In my chose with your mouth closed guide, I tell you what cologne I wear. Hands down, it's 2. And I give you a third. Hands down, get comments on it everywhere I go. undeniable. Yeah, I got the gym hoodie with no sleeves. I should sell socks, merch. Yeah, this might be a lot to go on a sock. Successful people do what unsuccessful people are not willing to do, even when it doesn't look like it's making a difference. Facts. Slight Edge, one of the best books anybody could read in life. We appreciate you, brother, man, with love from Sacramento. Respect. Sacramento in the house. Too much motivation. Kevin, make that shirt you're wearing a hoodie so I can cop. All right, y'all say y'all want a hoodie. I'll make a hoodie. Y'all better cop it too, man. I'll get the hoodie. Y'all better buy it because I don't need no hoodie out here in Miami. All right, man, I'm gone. Go GoldieRatio.com. Get chose with your mouth closed, guy. Game Guy Mentality Program. How to, what to say and how to say it, how to talk to women, exactly what to say, exactly how to say it. Get my new book, Book of Game, Meditations, Game Your Father Should Have Taught You. We out of here.